students, how are you? I hope all are good. Welcome back to another class. Today let me start again chapter number 11, Gift of Nature. यानी कि प्रकृति के दिए कुछ उपहार या तोहफे. Trees are woody plants with a thick stem or trunk. Large areas of land covered with woody plants are called forests. These trees are the largest living things on the earth. So they live longer than animal. Most trees grow to more than 7 meters high. The biggest trees are the giant sequoias of California. These trees can grow to over 100 meters high. They can measure 25 meters around the trunk. The oldest trees are the California pines. Some of them are more than 4,500 years old. The age of a tree can be told by counting the rings in its trunk. In most trees, new wood is formed each year in the form of a ring outside the wood of the previous year. These rings are seen on the trunk of a tree, are circular in shape. Each ring in the trunk represents 1 year of the tree's life. By counting the rings, we can tell the age of a tree. In a year of good rainfall, the ring formed is thicker than the one formed in a year of less rainfall. Thus, the rings of a tree can also serve as a chart of rainfall. Trees are a most useful gift of nature to men. So, without trees, it would be a very bleak world. Without them, life would be impossible. Now, let's see what trees do for us. Men in olden days, wood for making their homes, rafts, canoes, and weapons, they used it as fuel to cook and to keep themselves warm. In addition to wood, man was dependent on trees for many other things also. He got from them fruits and nuts for his food. Leaves of the palm and other trees was used for thatching roofs. The bark and the leaves of trees were used for clothing. Utensils were made from calabashes, coconuts, and the shells of other fruits. A number of medicines, dye, tanning materials, and spices were obtained from trees. In present time also, man is no less dependent on trees, and he has no doubt invented many things that can take the place of wood. He has begun to use concrete, steel, glass, and plastic in place of wood. But even then, the demand for wood has increased vastly. For example, we need lots and lots of wood for making paper, cardboard, and packing cases. So, trees are invaluable for another reason also. They supply us with oxygen without which no life would be possible. There is oxygen in the air, but it is being constantly used up and turned into carbon dioxide. When animals breathe and things burn, oxygen is consumed and carbon dioxide is produced. The green leaves of trees absorb the carbon dioxide with the help of sunlight. They break it into carbon oxygen. The carbon is used for green leaves to make stars. The oxygen is released back into the air. Okay, so thus the oxygen used up in burning and breathing is replaced in the atmosphere. But for this animal, including human beings, would soon die due to lack of oxygen. और ऑक्सीजन जो है वो हमें पेड़ों के द्वारा मिलती है. So the starch produced by green leaves serves as food for animals, but for this all animals would die from lack of food. Animals get all their food from plants, so by eating animals that feed on plants. Trees also help to cool the atmosphere. The leaves of trees give out a lot of water vapor. It helps to cool the air. When rain clouds pass through the cool air, they condense and come down as rain. That is why there is greater rainfall over places where we have the forests. Our earth has a fine layer of soil and the surface. All plants grow in this soil. Only under the soil there are rocks of various kinds. Nature takes millions of years to form an inch of soil in thickness. But sometimes a single heavy shower can wash it off. Such a thing doesn't happen in places where we have forest or lots of trees. The roots of trees hold the soil together and protect it from being washed off. Okay, so we value trees not only for their usefulness but also for their beauty. So they refresh the eyes and bring peace to the mind. That is why our ancient rishis were attracted to the forest. They lived in their forest homes or ashramas in the company of nature. It was in these ashrams that they taught their pupils. When Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore started a school, he also chose a place full of trees. He called it Shantiniketan, or the home of peace. There was a time when our hills, mountains, and even plains were covered with huge forest. As the population grew, trees were cut down to meet the demand for fuel and timber. So thus our wonderful forests came to be destroyed. Now we don't have enough trees to give us firewood even, so people are forced to burn cattle dung, which ought to be safe for us as manure. Cattle dung is very necessary to maintain the fertility of soil. Chemical fertilizers alone can't help. In many areas where only chemical fertilizers are used, the crop yields have started. There is another grave danger. Now we don't have enough trees to treat all the carbon dioxide that is being produced in our pits. Factories and by factories and by our autos. The air remains polluted and it can give us a number of serious diseases. Trees are man's best friend. They are God's greatest gift to man. They are the invaluable wealth of a nation. It is our sacred duty to protect them and look after them then. For every tree that is cut down, we must plant at least 2 new trees and take care of them. If we don't care for trees, they too will stop caring for us, and then imagine what will happen. So tree is very useful for us. Without tree and without forest, our life is nothing. So everyone, the chapter is in here. I hope you are a very well understandful chapter. So we will meet to the next class. Thank you everyone.